Hello, so we did our statistics final project on one proportion z-test. Our question is, do you have a job as a college student in the US? According to the hyperlink linked on the page, 52% of college students are working. Why did you choose the project? We both chose this topic because we are college students who are currently employed, and we were curious to find out what percent of college students work in America. What is your research question? Our question is, do you have a job as a college student in the US? What does the data represent? The data represents the percent of college students who have jobs. What is your alpha and why? Alpha is 0.05 because it is standard.
For the sampling procedures, describe your sampling method. We asked 100 randomly selected students at Valencia by going up to them and asking them the research question and keeping track of our data on a piece of paper. Who is the population? The population is all college students. Who is the sample? The sample is 100 random Valencia college students. What did you do to avoid bias? In order to avoid bias, we asked college students of different ages, genders, races, and ethnicities. And the data below shows how many people answered yes, which was 73, how many people answered no, which is 27, giving us a total of 100 people.
Shown in the graph above, the majority of those sampled who stated yes is 73%. The percent of those sampled who stated no is 27%. The hypothesis test. The HO is the proportion of college students who work in the US is 52%. The HA, the proportion of college students who work in the US is greater than 52%. And that is our works cited page. For the conditions, for condition 1, the data is collected randomly from the students. For condition 2, all US college students is greater than the sample size of 10 times 100, which is 1,000. For condition 3, big population, n times p is greater than 10, and n times 1 minus p is greater than 10. They both pass that condition.
And to show our calculations and working it out, p equals 0.52, p hat equals 73 out of 100, which is 0.73, and our population is 100. Our SE came out to 0.050, and our Z is 4.2, and the p-value is 0. And this is our calculations from the calculator. Our T statistics is 4.2, our p-value is 2.
Okay. The graph below shows the p-value. Since the p-value is 0 and that is less than the alpha of 0.05, the conclusion is to reject HO. Write the conclusion to your hypothesis in the context of the problem. We reject HO. There is statistically significant evidence to reject HO. P-value equals 0. We conclude that college students that have a job in the US is greater than 52%. The confidence interval is we are 95% confident the proportion of college students in the US who are employed is between 63.2% and 82.8%.
And finally, to conclude our project, we learned from this project that a lot of college students have jobs while taking classes. We believe that college students need to have jobs while going to college in order to pay for schooling and other personal expenses. It was interesting to find the variety of college students that are actually employed.